All right, we're back. We took a little couple weeks hiatus. We had Thanksgiving break. We took a little time out.
Wait, Michael, are we wearing? We both decided to wear a black shirt with a backwards black hat.
I think we're matching today. I mean,
What kind of hat are you wearing?
I don't know. I don't normally wear my hats backwards. Let's fix that. Let's get that fixed. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. How about that?
How about
it? Hello, welcome to Johnny's. How may I take your order?
Man, take your order, please. And if you have any loved ones or Johnny Beef enjoyers in your life, it's the holiday season. Head to Johnny's Beef in Arlington Heights. Pick up yourself a hat. Actually, it might be out.
While they last.
Or a t-shirt or a polo. T-shirts, I think they only got sizes large and up. So sorry for the small community out there, but it's winter. You can get away with looser fitting clothes, I think. So yeah.
Not even this ain't even sponsored. Like,
no,
we just
it just slightly,
place, man.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, no, they feed us not for free, but they feed us.
Yeah, eventually.
But it's priceless memories at Johnny's Beef.
Exactly,
and you get to look fucking fly. You look great, man. It's awesome.
Fly
Show them that you got the shirt on too.
Yeah,
the shirt, can't forget.
Yeah,
a little black, a little purple,
a little black and purple. Yeah,
so clean.
It really is like about as good as it could have been. I would have bought it regardless. But I'm very happy with how it looks.
It's actually fire. Like, I love it. The purple, Johnny's Beef, the Johnny's Beef script. You got the Johnny's Beef script hat.
It's gonna get a lot of tick.
As it gets, man. This is it's been a lot of change. I mean, before we get into the Bears, we'll talk a little Johnny's Beef. But there's been, I feel like, a lot of changes to Johnny's in the past five or so years, maybe even more. I guess the time's been flying.
It all started with putting the high schools on top of
on top, and then for a long time it was only cash. For a very long time,
that's very true.
You used to walk into Johnny's with the $10 bill, you could get 2 beefs and fries, and you'd be set. Now things are a little more expensive, but
convenience
card. The convenience.
They were like the first place I ever did Apple Pay. They got Apple Pay like right away because they were like new to the card game, but they also like added the Apple Pay. I was like, whoa, I can pay on my phone. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, and then they used to have more recently the change on the wall. They used to have the drawing. It looked like a podiatrist or pediatrics. Like a child's doctor
of pandas.
Yeah. It was just like a children's doctor's office painting on the wall, a bunch of animals with names, and it was cool. But now they have a picture of the OG Johnny's in Elmwood Park on the wall, and then some more pictures, some AI generated looking photos of the Elmwood Park Johnny's on where you order. But yeah, no, they got beef bowls now, which I don't know how long a beef bowl's been a thing, but I feel like it's newer to the menu. They got the 9-inch beef was a new addition. See, I don't know if these are all available at the Elmwood Park location. I feel like we got to do a little comparison between what they sell there and what we got. Oh, you're frozen. Too much beef. You're coming back a little bit. I caught your audio for a sec, but your face is still frozen. But we moved.
We're coming back. Okay,
we're back. We're
coming back. We're coming back.
The 9-inch beef was a pretty, like, when that dropped, that was a big day. And the hot sauce.
I don't think that
the hot sauce has been a game changer for me. Me personally, I've never ordered the 9-inch beef. I feel for me it's not necessary, but for a guy like Schmitty, it's perfect.
Whoa. I think my hot take is if you're hungry enough for a 9-inch beef, like, you're probably hungry enough for something else that would be better, like 2 beefs or a beef and a hot dog.
Yeah. And for me, a beef and fries is always like a perfect amount of food for me. It's never been not enough. Like, I've always eaten it and felt content, or I've not finished it.
Last time I went to Johnny's with Schmitty, he ate 2 beefs, a hot dog, and a tamale. So that was pretty insane.
Was this like a week ago when he was here? We're losing him.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, your internet's a little dog shit today, pal. I can't even see you. You're just sitting there with a smug little smirk on your face. Oh, he's back. He's back in lower resolution than before, but it's not that bad. You switch into a hotspot. I'm sure this is wonderful and a wonderful experience for our listeners. I mean, me personally, I'm not one to like harp on the fact that
it sounds like
me personally, I'm not one to think that you know, someone technical difficulties are something worth cutting out of a podcast. I think that, you know, you just roll with the punches. It's a more authentic listen if we're just you know, going with it as it happens instead of cutting and hopping back. Now that being said, losing your co-host is something that I don't think has happened just yet in our experience recording. So, you know, as I talk to you, I am on another tab sending Graham another invite through Gmail. And most people, most podcast hosts would not be able to do such a thing. They wouldn't be able to do both at the same time. But this guy can do both. This guy can host a podcast by himself and send a Gmail by himself.
Wow. So I was very happy to see the recording at 6 minutes when I re-entered the studio, because we couldn't have redone the Johnny's bit again, and then it would have been just like kind of awkward, and then like
no. Redoing bits is not something we do on this page unless it's a joke I wrote and my mic was off the previous episode, in which case then we will redo it. We will redo a bit.
That is
you are still freezing a little bit, but it seems to be better than before. It's just the Johnny's. There's too much aura radiating off of the Johnny's beef hat and the uniform that I just can't handle it.
Exactly.
Underrated sneaky Johnny's feature that they added was printing the Johnny's beef logo on the bags. Like before, it used to be a plain brown paper bag, and now you get a nice little Johnny's. I think it is like this Johnny's script. I don't know if it says beef. It might just say Johnny's, but it's just the Johnny's script in purple. It's like a purple stamp. What I do to get my hands on that stamp, dude, I wonder if we could go there and ask them to buy it, because I like just to go around and like tag shit with the Johnny's beef stamp. That'd be great for them. It's just like free marketing.
That would be fun. That would be pretty sick. That'd be a great item to keep on person.
Desk item of the day. It'd be awesome. It would be. Is this honestly our like, this is honorable?
It's honorary.
This is an honorary desk item of the day. We're losing you again, Smalley. This
is probably desk item of the year. Probably desk item.
I think this is, and we're gonna come up pretty soon on like a end of year episode that maybe we should do something special for, even a Christmas episode as well.
Desk item of the year.
Now I saw something. I don't even want to spoil it, but you're gonna have some fun coming your way for your birthday. I came across something and I was like, "This is an opportunity. And maybe we'll reveal it on here. Maybe I think we'll probably reveal it on here.
That would be sick.
We'll see. It'll be fun. We'll see how the timing of these episodes work. But I'm very excited about it. I think it'll be inexpensive, but it'll be cool.
I'll appreciate it. I'm sure I'll appreciate
you. Yeah, 100%. It'll be inexpensive, but it'll be appreciated.
Yes,
I'm excited for it. But yeah, that's enough Johnny's beef talk. It's been a few weeks since we recorded.
Well, it's never enough, but
that is true. But we're talking about we've spoken a regular beef amount, but we don't want to speak a 9-inch beef amount.
That's true. You know? That's a good point.
So we move. A lot has happened since our last episode. Quite a bit.
Many things.
Bears played the Steelers. I was at that game. It was fun. I don't think we recorded since I went to the game, right?
No.
Yeah, went to the Steelers game. We won. Didn't get to play Rodgers, unfortunately. And then we played the Eagles. I didn't have to work that game. Got to watch it with the boys. Watched it at Eddie's in downtown Arlington Heights.
Not Eddie's, awesome. But Eddie's.
Yeah. It was one of the most fun game day atmospheres I've had in a while. Probably the best.
I would say the most fun of all time for me. Bears wise.
Yeah, it was the best Bears game I'd watched the team play in 7 years, since 2018 against the Rams.
I think it also probably passed that, but
yeah, no, I would agree. And And then Bears just played the Packers yesterday and unfortunately lost. But I think there's a lot of silver linings. This is I think I can probably say this is the best I've felt about a Bears loss to the Packers, I think, ever. Like I can't name another one.
To respect the rivalry, I am mad disappointed, and it did suck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to I feel like if we ever beat the Packers and they turned around and were like, oh, actually, that was pretty cool. Like, we looked pretty good. Like, that would piss me off. So, I mean, I do want to piss off Packers fans, but
we can piss them off by
to respect. I want to respect the rivalry. But I will say, there is not a lot to like nitpick about this game. There's not a lot to really hang your head about. There's not a lot to really like feel like you missed it. There's definitely, it's an optimistic loss.
Yeah. Your
honestly,
audio
the team is kind of still playing on brand.
Yes. Yeah. Your audio, it was still coming through, but you were frozen visually for a while there, and you're frozen again. But I think I can hear you. What we adapt and we improvise. I got you back now.
You're good. You're the man.
Yeah, I think for a number of reasons it's an optimistic loss. Obviously, it sucks to lose to the Packers. It's never great. But that I think we played the Packers harder than obviously the Packers have lost some games. Like they lost to the Browns, lost to the Panthers, tied the Cowboys, whatever.
Have they lost a game when they brought their A game though?
That's exactly my thoughts. Is that when those losses, like it obviously was like the Packers just didn't look good. The Packers looked very good in this game, and so did the Bears. It was awesome. It sucked that we lost, but Caleb, I thought, for the most part, outside of the last play of the game, played very well in the second half. Obviously, you didn't start as well as you wanted to, but nothing was clicking for the offense in the first half.
Yep. And that's really why they lost, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, you let up a fucking touchdown to a guy who was taking reps at cornerback in training camp and even at points during the season, which that like pisses me off above all else. So we left Bo Melton. Like you literally, I mean, you texted me after the Duvernay catch, and it was like an unnamed receiver making a big play like towards the end of the game versus like in Lambeau. Like never thought we'd be on that side of it. I mean, we were on that side of it, but we again in this game we're still on the wrong side of it by letting Bo Melton score a huge touchdown before half, which ultimately was the difference. Now, if it didn't happen, who knows how the game would have played out, but still, we lost by 7 points, and you can't let up.
I mean, how much time was left when that happened? Like, we ran the ball, like we ran one pass play, but then we didn't like really try to score at the end of the half.
Yeah, there was maybe time to get 3, but with Cairo Santos, that's like,
yeah, no, you're not.
Maybe, yeah. But all things considered, that I'll start diving into my notes because I want to try to go one by one with some of the things that I really liked. And I think the biggest thing that I take away from this, and I feel like have taken away from a lot of the games in the entire season, is that Ben Johnson is awesome. And to any, I genuinely can't think of another coach that the Bears have had, at least in our lifetime.
Not close.
Because obviously, like Lovey was good, but I wasn't old enough to like have in-depth analysis about football. To understand what was happening besides like they were winning or they were losing. To go into halftime and actually like change what you're doing and then come out looking better and giving yourself a chance to win against as much as I hate to say it, a team that a lot of people think could win the Super Bowl.
They could win the Super. I mean, I think both of the teams in that game realistically could win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, this season in particular, it's pretty wide open. Obviously, the Packers have a better chance. They might be
the favorites to win the Super Bowl. If I'm being,
they're not. It's
in my eyes, at least,
the Rams right now still.
I don't know,
but yeah, to have a coach that can go into halftime, realize what he's doing is not working, and then change your game plan. Although I don't know how much it actually changed, but just to go into halftime and come out and adjust and be better. That's not something that the Bears do. That game,
whether you changed it or not, it was both the right idea and worked, right? Like If you were confident enough in your game plan to stick with it after that half, that's insane. And also shout out to you because it worked. And if you, I mean, I'm sure that there was tweaks at the minimum, right? So whatever it was there worked. And yeah, I mean, if it's like a fight, it was probably scored like 10-8 round 1 and then 10-9 round 2, right? Packers won the first round, Bears won the second round. They just happened to kind of like beat the shit out of us in the first half. And
yeah,
while we did look really great in the second half, they still were able to, make it work and score enough points to win, right? To cover even, which is like, it's kind of bitter.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
it's just that it's Green Bay. Like, it just sucks. Like, it had to be Bo Melton. It had to be fucking Christian Watson. I hate Jordan Love. Like, it's just, it was not like, as much as it was optimistic, there was still so much that sucked about it.
Yeah.
Especially in a vacuum. If you erase all the momentum coming into this game, like, it still was a very Bears-Packers game.
I don't know. I don't feel the same way. I think for that entire,
I'm like happy with
I think for the entire second half, that Packers defense was on their heels, and I think the whole stadium felt it. Like, at one point when the Bears tied it up, they were chanting like "Let's go Bears" in Lambeau. That's pretty awesome, and that does not happen, and it never happens when the Packers are as good as they are. So maybe it's just that, like,
they still picked off our quarterback to win the game in the last play of the game. So I mean, defense was on their heels the whole time, but
yeah, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. But I think before I want to touch on how our defense played, because I think that was a pretty important. Obviously, we did not look good. Like, I think I want to say in the first half, I don't know if we had like a single explosive play, and the Packers probably had like 9, maybe not 9, but they probably had like 4, and 2 of them were touchdowns. And it was just like, we're getting beat in the fashion that we normally get beat against Packers. And I didn't think that we were going to come out of half looking any better than we did. But
really, I was like pretty confident that we were going to look okay, but I didn't think that we were going to like have a realistic chance to win it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just with the way the defense was playing, I really did not think that there was going to be a way to like get enough stops in the second half to win. Obviously we didn't, but I thought it was going to be worse than it was. I think the defense just, you can't generate pressure at a consistent enough rate, and when you're doing that against Jordan Love and good quarterbacks that you're going to play down the stretch and even into the postseason, you're going to run into a lot of trouble. But as bad as that was, I think that the coverage was bad too. I'm not very happy with how Jalen Johnson played. I think that his effort I don't know if he's still on a snap count or he's still like hurt, but I don't think his effort was that excellent.
It felt a little 2024 Bears from Jalen a little bit. Like, it was weird. Played a lot, but just in terms of like, I don't know, the intensity didn't seem to totally be there. He arguably gave up that touchdown to the deep ball. Was that one to Melton? That was the one where
that seemed like a blown coverage. I think you're thinking about the first one to Christian Watson on the crosser.
Christian Watson one. That's the one that I was thinking of.
Yeah. Jalen doesn't. That's Jalen's deep third, but he just doesn't play it because there's no one on that side of the field going deep. Like, he would have had to see the crosser from the far side, and it's just a really challenging play to make. That's a good play call, and they put our defense in a bind, and Byard couldn't make the play.
For sure.
But I just don't think that game was. I mean, maybe it was reflective of how this defense has played all year, because we sort of do just like give up big plays and then get interceptions. But I just thought it was an especially bad showing. Like, I don't know if Nahshon Wright was all that great.
You would have had a pick if the fucking Packers were in a well-coached team.
Bo Melton didn't tackle him. Yeah,
it's fucking stupid.
I honestly would think that maybe Nahshon Wright played one of the better games. I didn't really have to
feel
like I saw his name called, but Nick McLeod sucks. Like,
tell me something I fucking don't know.
Yeah, Nick McLeod's terrible. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, while he had that pick, that I mean, it hit him in the chest, so I don't really like give him all that much credit.
He had 4 tackles on that drive.
He got burnt by Christian Watson. There was a tackle on a third down at one point in the game against Josh Jacobs that he missed.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna, yes, he totally got burnt by Christian Watson, but Christian Watson runs like a 4.35, if not faster. And it was man coverage, and he made one cut and was gone. Like there was literally no one behind him.
Yeah,
it's kind of just one of those, like, I think that's the perfect play call in that situation. They got the exact defense they wanted to, and he made a play. Like, I don't know. I feel like out of every cornerback in the NFL, there's only a select few that are going to be able to be physical enough or fast enough to make that play. Like that's a very tough play.
I mean, the part that sucks is I think we have one of those guys in our roster, and he just didn't play yesterday because he got it.
It's true. He could have made that play, but like he also we'll talk about him, but very interesting, I guess. Not a lot of news about it, which is like kind of fine.
I saw something that with Kyler Gordon's extension, the amount he's making this year and the amount he's played, he's making like $114,000 per snap this season.
It's probably just a lot.
Insane. Yeah, it's not good.
A good amount.
It sucks to lose like one of your best players who has hardly played all year, and then you think you finally have him back, and then before the biggest game of the season to this point, he's just not playing, and then it ends up burning you. Yeah, I just wasn't happy. I'm not very happy with Brisker. I thought that his closeout on Bo Melton was pretty poor. And I think of all the guys in the secondary,
that was the one where Jalen wasn't deep.
No, that was Byard. Byard was the free safety on that one, and then Brisker was the Bo Melton one. I don't know. I don't think Brisker is going to be a Bear next year, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that play, like, I don't know if that's 100% on him, but
I don't think so either. It looked just like a busted.
Just would have been nice for him to have made that play. That would have been sick.
Yeah,
great safety.
I haven't been impressed.
You don't like him, if you're being honest.
Dude, I've loved him every season up until this one, where I don't think he's been very good.
He hasn't been very good. I still think that he's rosterable. I don't know. We'll see.
But he's on a contract year, and I just don't think we're going to pay him.
We're not going to pay him.
Yeah, so I don't think he's going to be a Bear next year.
He's one of the. He'll come up later in the show, I believe. But yeah.
Okay. Micah Parsons, I have written down. I think he's pissing me off. Like
he's very good though. I mean, come on.
Not even from that standpoint, but he's just like talks a lot of shit for like no reason at all.
I feel like he has a reason.
But why?
Because he literally can be G-checked by 0 people alive right now. Like he can say whatever he wants, and he's just like, I'm gonna be a jacked guy who runs a 4.2 40 and could kill you by looking at you too hard. Like it's just what happens when you got a guy like that. I feel like.
But what's with like I think the way he just like inserts himself into this rivalry, like having only played the Bears one time ever in his career, and then pretending like we've disrespected Micah Parsons and the Green Bay Packers.
We did. We didn't even try to beat him.
I don't know. And then coming out after the game and being like, I told Caleb Williams, you're not going to beat me to the edge, and he didn't beat me around the edge once. Although Caleb Williams, maybe not directly against Micah, like had some rushes to the edge against guys.
But hey,
and on Caleb's throw to Olamide Zaccheaus, which was insane. One of the best throws of Caleb's career.
He was the closest defender to
Micah.
Caleb.
Was the defender on Caleb.
But I mean, he threw it. He didn't run around him.
0 sacks.
He wrecked the game though.
The
entire game plan of the run game and most of the pass pro was around Micah. He had 2 sacks that he caused.
We only got sacked once. I'm pretty sure.
Or okay, it was like he maybe threw it away, but he like blew it up, and then like another guy, the sack fell in his lap.
Yes, there was one play where that happened, but I don't know if Micah Parsons really was that dominant.
He wasn't dominant, man.
Their D line as a whole was put us, in a bind, especially in the first half.
Yeah.
And obviously Micah is a big contributor to that. But for him to be talking as much as he is, I think
we just got to beat him.
Ridiculous.
Hey, if you win and you're the best player in your team, you can talk. Like, I don't know. Like, if Caleb would have been talking after the game, I would have been fine with that. And he didn't have, even if he makes that play to Komet, probably you could argue he didn't deserve to talk shit, I guess. I don't know.
Like, if he makes that play to Komet, he deserves to talk shit. He goes into the second half and he throws 3 second half touchdowns and I mean, you can say the completion percentage, but he finishes just short of 200 yards. But that most of those in the second half,
like it would have been a good game. But like Micah Parsons had a good game.
Micah Parsons put up no stats. But I'm not going to be a box score watcher. Like, he had some pressures, but I don't think he was a game wrecker. I think we managed him pretty well. I think the amount he's talking shit is ridiculous.
Maybe. I don't know. I think he was on the winning team and he's the best player probably, and he's allowed to. But if we beat his ass, then he's got to shut up. And that's the medicine. That's the serum that we need is winning. Winning cures everything. And I agree. Like, it pisses me off. The quote earlier in the week was it was just stupid. Yeah. He basically said like I watched it like 4 times because I was like, I swear that's not what he said. But he basically was saying that like we didn't compete well against them. We didn't like bring like NFL caliber play against them, I guess. And like that's disrespectful to him. I don't know. I mean, I kind of see where he's coming from.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like, it's insane. We've only ever played him one time, and it was a completely different team.
Yeah,
and it's
it'd be one thing if we like neglected a game plan against him, and then like he wrecked the game, and it was like, oh, you guys are sorry for like not. But it's like that's not really the case. It was more so just like we sucked. I don't know.
I just think it's weird, and it's like it feels so forced. Which is probably what Packers fans say about Ben Johnson, saying that I like beating Matt LaFleur twice a year, but like, but Ben Johnson was able to back it up because he was 5-1 against LaFleur up to that point.
Well, Mike is 1-0 against us, but I mean, as a Packer,
but he doesn't have anything. He didn't have anything to back it up to begin with.
Neither did Ben. Ben was 0-0 against the Packers as a Bear.
Micah
was 1-0 against the Bears as a Cowboy. Probably better than that, honestly.
But there was no disrespect. There was nothing.
I know. I'm just saying that, like,
I don't know.
It's the greatest rivalry in the NFL, and
it's
if
just
you're a part of it,
I do hope we shut Micah Parsons up, and I just want to see Darnell Wright like pancake the fuck out of them.
That would be awesome.
That's what I want.
That'd be sick. I don't know if that's maybe a good game plan, but it would be cool.
Yeah. I want to talk about the last play too, because
I have a take on it. Can I give you my take?
Yeah. And if it transitions in any way to your 8 questions, I feel like that's a good way to segue to it.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, my take on the last play is that Caleb in his brain was like, takes the snap, looks, first read, Swift not there, looks at Komet, sees he's open, and he's like, oh, deep ball. Like, that's what his brain tells him. So he like, his first instinct is to throw it like actually deep, but then he realizes, oh wait, I'm at like the 20-yard line. This needs to be like a midi. And then he kind of like freaks out, throws the like a little bit too much floater that's a little bit underthrown, and realistically doesn't give Komet a play on the ball. Now, I will say, like, Komet maybe made that throw look a little bit worse. Obviously, it's 90% on Caleb, but like he didn't even make a contest on it. I don't know if that was possible. I've seen the angles. I don't know, but that's a little bit. I think that makes it look worse, at least that he didn't kind of go for it.
Yeah.
And like the second point of it is like that throw is 100% the right thing. Like if you're a quarterback coach, if you're Ben Johnson, like you're like, hey, dude, you made the right play. You just made it too slow and didn't throw a good ball. You made it too slow and didn't throw a good enough ball to make up for your slowness, right? And then like tertiary point, like if anyone is trying to say that DJ Moore was open on that, like come on, bro, like that throw literally, like if I went to Caleb Williams in a dream the night before and was like, hey, DJ Moore will be open if you wait an extra like half beat on that play, he still would not have been able to make that play. Like the defender's right fucking there. DJ has no separation. He would have to throw it over the defender, and then it would just get cracked in the ribs by the time he caught it. Like it was just not. It's never happening.
So I'll give my 2 cents on that in particular. So, obviously, like the read is Swift, Komet, and then run, and then maybe DJ. But like even Ben Johnson said today that DJ was never like realistically going to be an option.
No, that would be maybe like if you saw something earlier in the game, you could be like, hey, low key, look for DJ on the back. But like,
what I'll say is, now this is hindsight 2020, like to the max. But I think Caleb had time to give it that half beat and let DJ Moore get open, because there is like you watch and obviously the ball is out of his hands, so the defenders aren't necessarily playing DJ, but DJ there is so much room, and it looks like he's working back away from that crowd of people that are all on Swift, because there are literally 3 defenders sitting on DeAndre Swift. There's one in front of Caleb Williams, and then there's Keyshawn Nixon back on Komet. Right. There is no one marking DJ, and the last defender who's on Caleb Williams is not close enough to like force the ball out. Like Caleb Williams with his escapability and the way he extend plays, like I am so confident that he would have been able to hold on to it for an extra second to let DJ get there. Now, it's not the play design. Cole Kmet was open and he fired. He just fired late. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. I blame him for the fact that the throw is bad. But the decision, the play call, I thought was right. It
was a great play call. Anyone who says otherwise, it was a fucking touchdown. Like, Caleb probably makes that throw 80% of the time. I don't totally think it's fair to say the DJ throw could have been made, just because I don't. Walter's getting into something over there, but I don't think that like the way the defense was kind of set up, that he had a realistic like arm angle to make that throw. Maybe he could have like put it over the top of him. I don't know.
If anyone has the arm angle, it's Caleb and Mahomes.
That's true.
Like, those dudes.
Speaking of arm angle, that bowling pass was pretty sick. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
That was fun. The little underhand.
People don't realize is like that. Like if you're talking about like a pitcher in the MLB, right? Like you want your arm slot to be the same for every pitch so that it can kind of like make everything look similar. Like with that, it's like there's no wasted motion of bringing the ball up. So if you're a defender, you don't have any extra time to react to the fact that he's throwing, because he's doing a motion that's like more natural to a runner. So it's just another wrinkle that's like, I don't know if Ben told him to do that. I don't know if that's just a Caleb thing, but that's fucking awesome. I love to see it, especially when you pull it off smoothly.
I think another thing with that play, so obviously it's the same exact play that they won the Eagles game with. So I like the decision to go back to it. It seemed like the looks they were getting were similar to what Philly was giving them, and they thought they had something there, and they absolutely did, because Cole Kmet got through, and Keyshawn Nixon, who was having a terrible night up to that point, because he had like 2 15-yard penalties. He had given up the touchdown.
The same drive.
Yeah, he had given up the touchdown to Alameda. He sees Kmet running free and runs to it. The difference between this play and last week, and you mentioned this, was that it's not a deep ball anymore. Like we ran that play against the Eagles last week from like the 30, so you have the time and the time to float the ball and to lead Kmet. You didn't have that here. Like you just even if you let him to the back of the end zone, it's a jump ball and he has to get his feet down at best. You had to throw it with a little more velocity. You had to throw it earlier, and if you're going to lead him anywhere, you could have let him to the pylon. You didn't do any of those things, and it got picked off. And it's just like, you're not going to win them all. You had the opportunity to. And our coach, our quarterback, our offensive line, our running backs, all of those guys came through to give us an opportunity for that play. And that's just not something that typically happens for the Bears. So as much as it sucks to lose, I'm still like so confident that this team is much better than we thought they were. And I think that when Green Bay comes to Chicago, I think we win.
I hope so. That's going to be an electric game.
I hope so.
That's going to be fucking woo. I think we'll arguably be favored for that, depending on how we look against the Browns.
I don't know if we'll be favored, but there's no way the line is 6.5 again.
Yeah, it won't be 6.5. I don't know. We'll see.
I think it'll be 2.5 or 3.5, something like that.
Also, just an early proposal of this, but if we lose, which I hope we don't, right? Keep in mind that the best reality of this season would be losing to them twice in the regular season and then beating them in the NFC Championship.
But do we make the playoffs if we lose to them twice? Are you talking about if we lose to the Browns too?
No, I'm saying if we lose to the Packers twice.
It would be losing to them
still, twice, and if we win, we could still make the playoffs, find a way in. And then we beat them in the NFC Championship. That'd be sick.
Yeah. It's tough. I do need to post something, but yeah, I forget what I was gonna say. I actually do low-key need to pause really quick. So I need to.
You want me to run the show? Yeah, this is a dynamic podcast. We can both.
I mean, if you want to go crazy while I do something really quick, then
yeah, I could talk. I'll talk about some schizo posts I have from previous weeks. All right, so this was against the Eagles, and I would say the main takeaway I had from that game was like when you see regression to the mean in football, the Bears' mean is now like good football. So Caleb missed a lot of throws in that game. I'm also getting some difficulties with the hat here, but Caleb missed a lot of throws. Seemed like he was a tick off. You could argue that was like maybe even his worst game of the year, but he was throwing with a bunch of anticipation, and it looked like everything was kind of like coming together. And I think the regression to the mean for the Bears is now good. So his regression to the mean will be improving on those things rather than in years past. You'd have a good game every once in a while, but then you regress to the mean and you're bad again. A lot of folks in recent years were mad at the Bears letting David Montgomery walk. Fair, but considering Kyle Monengai this year, Ben Johnson might just be the reason that David Montgomery looked that good. You could call us frauds and like low key. This was like at the end of the Steelers game, I think, or maybe the Eagles game. Like you could maybe call us frauds, but if you're an NFL fan base, I don't think you want to like play us in a close game. And
I don't think anyone is calling the Bears frauds anymore. I think after you beat the Eagles,
I think after the Packers, I think there was still fraud talk. I think there was still a lot of fraud talk after Eagles because we just like confirmed the Eagles were frauds and then it put us on trial. That's the way some people saw it.
I think that's I mean I think that's outrageous. You just went into Green Bay and you came within
after the Eagles though.
I mean sure, but I don't. After the Eagles, yeah.
I'm saying after the Eagles, some people were like, oh yeah, well you beat the fucking Eagles, they're a dumpster fire. That doesn't count.
No, I think after this week, the fraud talk can be put to rest. But
are you back fully, or do you want me to do one more segment?
I can do both. I just have to get a post ready to upload.
Yeah. I'll say this: JJ McCarthy would probably be the best lacrosse player of all time if he wanted to be. He could also probably be the best player of all time. He could also probably be really good at tennis.
Because he sets his mind
and probably one of the snow sports because he's an athlete and he has a good mindset. Yeah, like he just happened to choose football, but he probably would have like.
So you know who else is an athlete? You know who else is an athlete and has a good mindset? Literally every single athlete who, like, basically every professional athlete ever, outside of a select few, don't have a good attitude. Doesn't matter.
No, that's not true. That's not true. There's good attitudes and then there's elite attitudes, though. That's the difference.
And you think JJ has an elite attitude?
Yes, I think it's pretty hard to argue.
I don't know. I think JJ is just kind of mid. I don't know. I don't find anything about.
I think he'd be the best lacrosse player of all time.
Why? What does that? Does he have any history of playing lacrosse?
No, but lacrosse, like, look at the athletes in lacrosse.
JJ is not like a tier 1 athlete. Like he
is.
But you're saying JJ McCarthy. So are you arguing that like no one else, like if we could pick all the athletes to become lacrosse players, like
no, that's not
JJ would be better than all of them? You're just saying if
JJ decided to play lacrosse tomorrow, he would probably be very good. And if he started to play lacrosse 5 years ago, he probably would be the GOAT. No other variables are changed. It says more about lacrosse than him is the point, but it's true. Also, he could be really good at water polo, like I said, which Jokic would be the goat of water polo, but JJ could probably be pretty good. Think about his arm.
The Widdler done mixed your brain up. Don't mash your brain.
He'll get mentioned at some point later in the show as well. One of the snow sports. Come on, he would definitely be good at one of the snow sports. I don't know which one.
He moved out of Illinois to go play in Florida. He would not be any good at the snow sports.
Dude, he could definitely be good.
What snow sports would JJ be good at?
This one.
Where you fly?
Yeah, he would be good at that one.
He's not built for it. He's too big.
He is built for it. No, he would. Yeah, but he would fast.
This is.
Do you see his reposts? He posts about fast. He reposts videos about fasting.
I did see his. I did. He reposted something else a little interesting.
Really? I didn't see anything about that, but that's interesting. But yeah, he would. I think I don't know what it's ski jump. Is that what you said it was? I think he'd be very good at it. And also underneath that, I said just give him 3 weeks. Also, he looked really good. So shout out JJ. Shout out to McCarthy.
He passed for not that many yards.
Oh no! How many did Caleb pass for?
Probably more.
No,
barely. Are you sure about that?
Pretty sure.
Oh, I don't know how sure you are.
Well, he also won 31-0.
Oh no, Caleb passed for more yards.
How much?
Caleb passed for 26 more yards. 23 more yards.
Well, I don't believe that, but your facts are not my facts. So
JJ McCarthy passed for 163 passing yards, and it's the second most he's passed for all season. That's fucking terrible. That's ass.
Think you're grasping for straws, buddy. Think you're grasping for straws here.
Says the guy who's saying JJ McCarthy would be the best lacrosse player of all time.
It's just a fact.
Fuck out of here. I'm grasping for straws.
Think you're grasping at straws, my friend. All right, I do have some things for you.
Let's play your fucking games.
You want to play a game? You want to play a game?
I guess.
You want to play a game? This is real or fake concerns.
Okay.
Michael, is this concern real or fake? Caleb Williams often gets out to slow starts in games.
That's definitely a real concern. Definitely. I think I think it's not so much a Caleb thing as much as it is Ben Johnson and the whole offense type thing. I thought in the beginning of the year, the first 15, the script we had was pretty good, which is interesting because we didn't really have like the run game and any of the stuff that we do have now, which is our strength. But as much as it is a little bit of both, I feel like it's more of Caleb Williams, not necessarily finding a rhythm. It seems like for some reason we like have to be down or have to be losing for him to really like find it and something switches. So yeah, obviously we don't start off hot. That needs to change, especially if in these last few weeks you can't have another start like you did against Green Bay, against any of the teams you play going forwards.
All right. What about this one? Is this one fake or is this one real? DeAndre Swift holds the run game back.
That's fake. That's not a real concern. There are absolutely guys who could elevate the run game more than DeAndre Swift, but he's having a career year, and that we're second in the league in rushing, and it's not because we have a quarterback rushing for 1,000 yards, it's because we have a running back duo that's fucking awesome.
Okay. What about this one? Is this one real or is this one fake? DJ Moore has bad body language.
That's a very real concern. I don't think DJ Moore wants to be on this team very much. And that, you want to know why I think that? It's because his body language sucks.
Whoa.
And I also just think his best ball is behind him. And if we can find a way to send him somewhere that'll take over his contract, that is the right move for the Bears' best interest in the future.
All right. What about this one? How about this one? Is this one a real concern or a fake concern? It was a little bit too hot for the Iceman.
Fake concern.
Basically,
fake.
like, did
lights were
like,
too bright?
I think you can make it. I think you can make an argument that was the most like gotta have it play of the year. Like, obviously the Bengals play was huge, but that wasn't really supposed to go for a touchdown.
No, fake
There's
concern.
other plays this year where he's done great. Kind of the biggest play of the year. I wouldn't call it a layup, but he missed the shot. It's a fake concern.
We've seen already through 12 weeks that when it comes down to crunch time, he can deliver. It's not going to happen every week. Like, if the expectation is that, you're only ever going to be disappointed. It didn't happen this week. Hopefully it happens. Hopefully it goes your way next time you're in that opportunity. And I think with Caleb Williams, you have good chances.
All right. What about this one? Is this one a real concern? This one's a tough one now. Or is this a fake concern? All right. It's a tough one. Our D-line sucks ass.
This is a real concern. It's a real concern.
Yeah,
there's nobody good on our D-line. Montez Sweat is having a good 4 games.
That's not even who I'm talking about.
Javon Dexter is a contributor.
He's a contributor.
Andrew Billings is awesome.
Billings is cool.
Grady Jarrett doesn't do much, but I think his contributions to this team are not necessarily on the football field. They're not between the lines on game day. His contributions are felt by Ben Johnson and by all the guys who needed to instill culture, in a new regime. But when it comes to playing football, they're not very good. Although I like Montez. I think Montez is like you're getting your money's worth with Montez this season, arguably more than any years past. And if we can get someone alongside him, I think would be good. But yeah, right now it's fucking terrible.
That's fair. I think that's fair. All right. What about this? Is this a real concern or is this a fake concern? Our secondary has 0 players that are going to be on the roster in 2 years. Maybe 1.
Ooh. Wow, that's a good one. I'll say that's a fake concern because actually, I don't know. I think I might actually go with real concern. I think that's a real concern.
I think that we can disagree with the narrative, but I think the amount of contemplation requires it to be a real concern.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty real possibility Nahshon Wright is not here next year because he's going to get a contract, a pretty good contract, and I don't know if the Bears are going to want to pay him that. Tyreek Stevenson is coming up on the end of his rookie deal. I don't know if he gets another contract with the Bears. Now, Kyler obviously just signed a contract, so he'll be here, but he doesn't play. Like he didn't play at all this year. He has history of injuries. If that continues, 2 years from now, he's just going to be a guy that you cut for cap. The same kind of goes with Jalen Johnson. I don't know what the timeline looks like with his contract, but as good as he is, gets hurt a bunch. If that continues, he might not be here much longer. Kevin Byard obviously is getting old, so he'll be gone. I don't think Jaquan Brisker will be here next year. That's a real concern. It's a very real concern. I will say, now it's a shame we didn't get to see this guy this season under Al Harris because I don't think Al Harris is going to be here next year either. Zah Frazier, the UTSA rookie that we drafted who's not playing this year. Physically, huge. I think he could be here in 2 years. I think that's one of the only guys in this Bears secondary who could be here in a couple years. Zah Frazier. Only if Al Harris is here again next year. If Al Harris is gone, then I really worry.
Agreed. And then I guess just a quick circle back. Would you put Book on the naughty or the nice list?
Who? Austin Booker?
Book. Yeah.
I put him on the nice list.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because we didn't just mention him for D-line, but I do think that, you know, in a bleak world, there is some hope with him. And then the last one, another toughie. Is this a real concern or a fake concern? Sabrina Carpenter was on Caleb Williams' Spotify Wrapped.
Is that facts?
Don't
that's a real concern. Sabrina Carpenter does not make good music. She doesn't make good music.
Whoa.
Wear your wired headphones, drink your matcha, paint your nails. But listening to Sabrina Carpenter, like she sucks. She's really not that good at making music. I get it. She's attractive. She's a pop star. She makes catchy music, but she doesn't make good enough music to appear on your Spotify Wrapped. If that's real, that's a very real concern. If that's what you're wearing your wired headphones for, is to listen to Sabrina Carpenter, you're wearing wired headphones to protect your brain from EMF and fucking Bluetooth, but the shit that's playing in your ears is Sabrina Carpenter. That's a real concern. That's a real concern.
Well, lucky for you, that was made up. So
that was a fake concern.
That was a fake concern.
Okay.
At least, I mean, I hope so. I guess Lord knows, but I would hope not. He doesn't totally give me that vibe, but you know,
I don't think I think I'm pretty sure he's not a Sabrina Carpenter listener. As far he's a big Drake fan.
Yeah, actually, real quick, if we wanted to guess his Spotify Wrapped, Drake is definitely on there. I would guess
Drake is top artist. Ooh, yeah, but that's that. But see, this is valid.
This is valid, and it feels like that would be his Sabrina Carpenter, if that makes I don't know if that makes sense, but they're both women. I guess that's probably why I thought.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd say you know who my sleeper pick is, like some John Legend. John Legend is probably on Caleb Williams. John Legend. Okay. If you go back like 8 years, like Caleb Williams senior year of high school, Sam Smith is probably poking his head in there.
Probably. I think he's got to have at least one oldie, just because that's kind of like the performative side of him. I don't know if he even really likes them, but I feel like maybe something like an Earth, Wind, and Fire might find its way onto his top 5, just to kind of be there.
Like some Aretha Franklin, but that's like too realistic.
Aretha Franklin valid.
That is valid. No, performative. That's like he'd be on some Gracie Abrams shit. That's who would sneak her way into Caleb Williams' Spotify Wrapped. It's actually a great bit. So what do we think? What about the songs? The songs
Espresso was number 1, actually.
No,
it was Dance Monkey. Also double kidding. If any of our listeners have Dance Monkey as their top song, DM me. That's awesome. What would be his top songs of the year? It would be some Drake that has come out in the last calendar year, probably. That would be on the top 5. I think we're actually probably gonna get 2 Drakes. I think we're also gonna get like a Drake of past.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Let's see. I don't know. My Drake.
Yeah, I don't know.
My Drake bag is not deep enough to.
Considering he's like low key younger than us, like not really, but like a couple months, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like Passion Fruit would be on there as his oldie for Drake, and then in his last year, I don't really know any Drake that's come out in the last year other than the beef stuff, but that there wouldn't be any of that on there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Else? Definitely, like maybe like a Coldplay
probably a
song.
little bit of like a Hollywood Undead. Everywhere I go.
Oh, really? Like maybe Everywhere I Go.
Ding, ding,
that was in Michael's top 5. That's
top 2, and it wasn't 2.
Yeah. Michael posted his story on his story, and he cropped out his number 1 song.
It was photoshopped. The Hollywood Undead was all 5 of my top artists. And it was Everywhere I Go was number 1, and then Everywhere I Go Widdler remix was my number 2 most listened to song.
That's a good song.
And then Everywhere I Go Funk remix was number 3.
Everywhere I Go Clean.
Everywhere I Go Clean
for the kids.
Yeah, Everywhere I Go Kids Bop version was number 5.
Minecraft version. Everywhere I Mine.
Everywhere I Mine.
Diamond Door I Find. Yeah, there you go.
Everywhere I Mine. Diamond or I find the pickaxe. Oh, there's some fucking untapped potential there.
Yep.
Everywhere I go, Minecraft remix.
Yep. That would do numbers.
That would absolutely do numbers. But yeah, I like those. That's a good bit. I honestly don't have too much else. Obviously, some big Bears games coming up. We have the Browns this week, and then we play the Packers again Saturday the 20th, night game at Soldier Field. Place is going to be rocking. Very excited for that. That's on a Saturday too. We'll probably have to work, which will not ideal, but it's
it'll be fun. I would say I've heard the Browns be talked about as a can't lose, and the Packers be talked about as a must win.
Yeah, I was listening to that on the ride home today.
Yeah.
I think every game from here on out is. I mean, until you win 2 games, every game is a must win. Is my take.
Right. I see it. I see what
you're saying. So you win 2 more games, every game is a must win. I think this week in particular, though, I honestly don't hate the fact that it's a can't lose because it's a shitty team, but like, it's not a must win in the sense that
your season's done.
If you lose, you can still win 2 more games. So yeah, obviously you'd really like to win, and you have an opportunity against a lesser opponent, so you should go in. And this, as far as remaining scheduled games go, this feels like a freebie. Although nothing is given in the NFL, but considering who you play, your last 4 games, which are all 8 or better win teams right now, you'd like to think that you could pick up a win against the 3-win Browns, who just lost to the 1-win Tennessee Titans. So yeah, well, now the 2-win Tennessee Titans. I think that.
Do you have a word on that 2-point attempt?
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, if Quinshon does what he's supposed to and tosses the ball back, there was a blocker and a whole lot of space.
So free.
It was open. People are giving Kevin Stefanski a lot of shit for taking Shedeur off the field, but I thought the play call was good.
That's the best part about it, because
Quinshon just didn't do it right. And honestly, if you're a Browns fan, take the fucking loss. Take the loss. The season's done with. You're tanking. You lost to the Titans, who had a higher draft slot than you. You're doing yourself favors.
Yeah.
Obviously, no
Browns could wind up in a pretty favorable position at the end of the year.
Yes. Yeah. No one wants to lose, but that was like the best possible loss, which was Shedeur threw for like 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, rushed one in, and led what could have been a game-tying drive, and you lost it there. Best case scenario for a tank. That's exactly how you want it to go.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. And honestly, like locker room vibes wise, beating a 1-win team isn't really like too much to celebrate about. Yeah. And it is more of a wake-up call, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they'll come out juiced against us. I hope not. But
I don't think so. I think I think it's going to be a tricky game, but I think Dennis Allen is going to make life pretty difficult for Shedeur. I think if you've looked at when we've played not so good quarterbacks so far this season, that's where we've feasted as far as takeaways and doing what our defense has been doing best. So I like our odds to look good. Cleveland struggled against the Tennessee run game, and we could very easily run for like 300 yards and it just not be that crazy game. So
that'd be dope.
Yeah, you got any closing notes? Do we have a desk item, or is this our
we have a desk item? I have one more question. I wanted to ask this to you before you went to the Steelers game, but 10 words or less. Do you have a cold open or a cold approach script of sorts to earn a free brat or maybe a free beer at a tailgate for a Bears game? Like if you were coming to a tailgate and in 10 words or less, you had to kind of like sell yourself or kind of like, maybe goat someone into giving you a brew or a brat. What are you going with?
It's actually pretty good. It's honestly hard to. I gotta like put myself in.
You could marinate on that. You could come back.
I gotta mentally put myself in the tailgate, like have a couple beers and be walking around and smelling something.
Yep.
I'd probably be like, damn, man, that just smell great. Like, I bet it tastes fire. And then just like,
That's pretty good.
Sort of just sit there.
And you just kind of look at him, kind of wait.
That looks like it tastes delicious.
Yeah.
It just,
I think that's the meta. You gotta go with some sort of leading compliment about the way the food smells.
Sort of like kind of annoying, or you just like, I think the play is probably finding, it's not, you're not on the look for good food. You're on the look for a good jersey.
It's true.
Good jersey where you can be like, that is a fucking awesome jersey. Respect. Recall a play that player made. And then at that point, they're offering you whatever they got.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I don't think I'll go to another game this year, but I'm very excited to go back to a Bears game next year.
Will be fun. No place like Arlington Heights.
Yeah. Eventually. All right, you got a desk item to take us home?
Very special desk item. This was gifted to me at the Widdler from a dude, and this is pretty sick. It's a guy.
It's kind of like the color of the Johnny. He's a Johnny's Beef wizard a little bit,
and he's got blue eyes too. So
if Johnny's Beef, I think we'll let this. I think if we can let this marinate for another episode, we'll come back to this. If Johnny's Beef had a mascot, what would it be? I think that'll be our question. If you made it to this point in the video, drop in the comments. If Beef had a mascot, what would it be? I don't hate the Beef Wizard. The purple wizard.
I have a one off the dome, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say it.
Would it be your mother?
Whoa. You gotta end the video now. I'm about to say bad words.
Nah, we're just playing. Sorry about that.
Very good.
No, cool. Was it a cool guy who gave you that wizard? Did he take a shower that day? Probably not, because you were at the Widdler.
Technically it was past midnight, so are we like what's the
24 hour?
24 hour?
Yeah.
Well, the answer is probably still no. But
what about 48 hours?
Well, the Widdler played the night before, so it was probably a long day for him. So
probably
I'd say plus money, but it's a line that's like that looks too good to be true.
Yeah.
Plus 120. They went plus 120 on the 48-hour no shower.
Okay. Well, he gave you a wizard. It's pretty cool.
That was sick.
Any closing?
Can you hear this?
Yeah.
This is Merry Christmas from the Wizard.
Nice. We'll have some more episodes coming up, but I think Hanukkah starts soon, so maybe Merry Christmas.
Yeah, sure.
And a happy Hanukkah, and a happy Kwanzaa,
and
a happy New Year's, and then a happy MLK Day, and then happy President's Day, and then happy St. Patrick's Day, and then happy Easter, and then happy Mother's Day, and then happy Juneteenth, and then happy 4th of July, and then happy Father's Day. No, Father's Day is in June.
Missed that one.
Yeah.
We'll get that one on the wraparound.
Yeah. And then I forgot Memorial Day. Happy Labor Day. Happy Halloween. I think I missed Rosh Hashanah. Happy Thanksgiving. And then we're back to today.
Have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day. Thanks for listening.
Pearl Harbor.